Hello, Nancy Burt-Preece here. Another week of simple stamping. Another week of having tooth issues, so I still won't show you my face quite yet because I have a tooth missing. But hopefully I will get one to fill that hole soon. So thanks for being tolerant of the lisping here. So here is my email, my website, my September host code, and all of the other goodies for you to check out. So today is simple stamping, and I want to show you, I'm going to focus on the Cottage Wreath. Now, some people are like, well, I can't really order that because it comes with dies. And it's in your mini catalog, page 58 and 59. Look at it, comes with all these dies and all this stuff. I don't have the dies. I don't want to get a big shot. I just want to do simple stamping. Well, guess what? You still can. Today we're going to use a stamp set, not the dies, and we're going to use some of this really fun Gingham Cottage Designer Series paper. Now, at first I was like, I don't know. But now that I'm playing with it, oh boy, am I having fun. So let me show you our simple stamping card. And a friend of mine, Sally, had a good idea. Some of her cards, like if they look kind of Halloween-y on the inside, she might put happy birthday. And I thought I might do that on this one. I'm kind of leaving the inside blank because I'm not sure what I'm going to use it for yet. But here is the outside. This is simple stamping. And you're like, oh, wait a minute, I don't have a big shot. Well, I'm going to show you the old way we used to do things called fussy cutting. So let's get started. The first thing you're going to need is your cardstock, which is 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. You know how to do that if you've been watching some of my simple stamping videos. And I always make sure and fold it so it looks like it's pretty even. If I like one side better than the other, yeah, I don't know. That's kind of my thing. Then I have the mat is basic black, 4 by 5 1/4. So I'm going to put a little bit of the green glue, Tombow, on this 4 by 5 1/4. And really you can use, if you have a bone folder, it's great to just really get that nice and crisp. And put my 4 by 5 1/4 black right on top. Then I'm just going down 1/4 inches. This is 3 3/4 by 5. Now I debated doing this side. I haven't stamped this yet. I'll stamp it with you, but it seemed a little busier. So I decided I really liked doing the simpler side. Because I already have a wreath on there and it's kind of busy. So once again, this is 3 3/4 by 5 of some of the Cottage Wreath paper, and you get a lot of paper in that pack. So you're going to see me use Cottage Wreath a lot because I've got a lot of wonderful DSP that goes with other sets, which is kind of cool. Now my inside is 4 by 5 1/4 white, and I just did some spiders on it. It's always fun to have a little bit on there. I'm not sure. I have some birthdays that are later in the month of October, so I might do these as happy birthdays. I'm not really sure yet. So for me, I'm going to leave it open. I don't send out a ton of Halloween cards, so I could put Happy Halloween or something, but I'm probably going to use them in a different way. So that's why I'm leaving that inside blank. And I could, sometimes I just not even put them in and, you know, like had it stamped and just left it. Now, I mushed a little bit here. What do? If you haven't Stampin' Up! Used to sell them. They don't now, but you can get them at Michael's or Joann's. These are a gum eraser, and that'll just take up a little bit of that so it won't be sticky. Okay, so I've got this part done. Now, I've got a 2 3/4 by 2 3/4 square, and then a 3 by 3 square to be a mat. I'm going to take this, kind of looks like branches, with my Memento Black. This is a new one, so I'm trying to get it open. There we go. And I'm going to ink that up really good. Oops. Okay, move it over. If you have a major, if you really want it lined a certain way, you can. I am really okay with it, just as long as I get it on the square pretty decent. I'm okay with that. I am going to put the boo, which comes right from this set, right in the middle, because I think that's cute. And then I'm going to stamp like there's a spider right in this wreath. Okay, so we've got a couple of spiders. Very simple stamping. We're using ink. We're using designer series paper or pattern paper and cardstock. That's all we're doing. Now, I don't have, let's pretend, because I do have one, I don't have a big shot. What do I do with this? Well, we used to call it fussy cutting. Get yourself a nice pair of scissors. I would highly recommend the snips in the back of our catalog. They have a really nice sharp tip. And all I'm doing is I used pumpkin pie and I stamped the bow. And I'm just going to cut it out. So it's not particularly hard by any means. You can do it even if you don't have a big shot. Really, you can cut almost anything out. Is it easier with a big shot or with the Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine? Yes, of course it is. But I'll tell you, when I first started Stampin' Up! A long time ago, a lot of times we did fussy cutting, and I still don't mind that. And especially if you're not quite ready to invest in a Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine yet, if you want to keep your stamping kind of simple, this is very easy to do. I wouldn't do it on a ton of things. I don't like fussy cutting that much, but on a little bow, I don't mind doing it. And it's a relatively easy shape to cut. Some shapes lend themselves better than others. So I'm just going to get the little ribbons on the bow here. Okay, and then I'll put this in my garbage can here. I'm going to and I only have 2 colors of stamps. I have pumpkin pie, or ink pads, 2 colors, pumpkin pie and Memento Black. That's it. And this is very doable. Pumpkin pie and basic black and your white, which is very effective for Halloween. And let me put this right on. I kind of centered it. You could do anything. You could put it on the top. You could do anything you wanted. I could pop it up. I'm going to pop up the bow with my mini dimensionals. You can see mine have been well used. And pull off the part. Put my little bow up here. And there you go. Simple stamping. It is super fun, not hard to do. And I hope that you give it a try. And I hope you look at this cottage wreath. Yeah, I think it's so pretty. I am looking forward to doing kind of a fall one. I want to do a Christmas one. I'm really looking forward to this. And I probably will do for 3 seasons. So I'm going to call this simple stamping. And I might bump the next one up where I'll use a little bit of cutting out some things. And the final one, I don't know what I'm going to do. It'll be so exciting. So I hope you have a great day. I hope you've liked these projects. And I'm going to remind you, if you don't have a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, I would love to be your demonstrator. And I would also say, please share my channel with your friends. I am trying to get more people on my Facebook and my YouTube channel. So please share away. And I hope you have a great day. Thanks.